From Let It Roll in Phoenix, we're here for the title matches of today's JBT event, tournament of all-time champions and our tournament of non-champions. You wouldn't think this guy's a non-champion. Keith Ilvasaker over here in the handicap non-champions event has been on a tear in the stepladder, winning with handicap games of 281 and 250, and he's got 3 in a row through the 5th frame. He's got to defeat top seed Gavin Holter by 1 pin to tie and 2 to win. Gavin holding his own though. He is clean without a double through 4 frames, so with this double here he can be virtually even on the scoreboard. So a good match here early on, but that's way left. And you leave the old 1, 2, 3 for your first ever shot on camera. I don't know if we've had a 1, 2, 3 on camera before. That might be a first. His first is our first. Mama says I don't want that to be the first. There we go. All right. Meanwhile, two pairs over, Russ Oviatt and Dallas Leong are going at it for the scratch title match. They're the second fastest game going. They're both clean through 3. You see what kind of angle Russ is playing. Whoop, no, you're not going to see what kind of angle Russ is playing. It's the catch a deadwood on 5. Holter at that 1, 2, 3 is going to miss it. Yikes, that's trouble early for him. In the handicap champs division, Mark Sauvé, a one-time champ at the New Mexico Open, is taking on former main event champ William Robbins. So 2 guys with nice resumes in the handicap division looking to add another major to their titles. The spray of limbs, as he's always been called. Oh, almost gets a 5-7-10 on camera. I don't know, Mark. And that airborne bowling ball belonged to Oviatt. That's the line he's playing. The ball don't hook in the air. That's about the only way his ball isn't hooking right now. Dallas looking to avenge his runner-up finish from yesterday in the Arizona Invite. Over in the scratch non-champ, either Chris Tucker or Brandon Rouse are going to become JBT champs in the next couple minutes. Tucker has... So they made that spare. That's what Sandy was yelling about. Tucker has also been on fire in his stepladder, throwing games of 224 and 246 after making the ladder at minus 127 to get that far. Leong not lofting it. He's letting him go plenty deep inside at lower rev rate and adding tilt on purpose. Got that ball to set up through the pocket. They remain within a mark. Here is Rouse, who pretty much owned the under division, the non-champs division. Started spare strike, so he's got an early lead over here. Handicap non-champs way ahead, so we'll do a little bit of a focus on him. Ilvasaker again is relaxed enough to wave to the camera. Only has to win by 2. When you got 3 in a row and you've been doing a whole lot of strikes, you can be loose and wave at the camera. And what a surprise. So relaxed, he wasn't even thinking about the shot probably, and ends up throwing a big split. Keith will let you know how he feels about the shot, good or bad. There's no question about that. I'll give the split a try here. Oh man, he barely missed that. That was a real good try. She's got 111 through 6, so he leads on the scoreboard by 19, only giving 1 of those pins back. Robbins no problem at his 10. William had a huge game 8 to jump all the way from out of the ladder into the lead. Russ looking to double up and tie his match. Really? Russ is so tall and so lanky that it doesn't really look like he's lofting it that much until you realize the ball's gone 20 feet down the lane before you even touch it. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, come on.
Big guy. Half 7 for Ilvasaker. Robbins up in the 3rd. Oh, as that ball hit like a ping pong ball. It was a 5-8-10. Well, Sauvé made his. Let's see if Robbins can make his. Why not? William had another good main event this season. 2 guys that seem to like the big events. We know the Sauvé family likes the big events. Ilvasaker cross lane, got the 7. Error Oviatt makes it a 3-bagger over there to retake his lead. It's like a great one brewing in the scratch division, as you should have in an all-champs tournament. Robbins unable to cover up his 5-10 split. Here is Tucker down there. It did look like a nice ball, but wiggled right at the break, and he's got himself a 2-8-10, a likely open. Sister Alyssa finished in 3rd in her division. Sauvé leaves that 10 pin. Gavin, meanwhile, continues to struggle a little bit over there, but should get that spare with just the 9 pin. Dallas to retake the lead in his 6th frame as there is action everywhere. And he just saw the Barak man. An awful lot of talent there in that scratch title match. And Mark gets that 10 pin to hold on. Nice job with the spare for Sauvé. Gavin switches balls to a ball that won't hook, and he covers up his spare. So the lead stays at 19. 3 frames to go in the handicap division. Plenty of time for Holder to catch up, but he needs to not give Keith any more free pins. Spray of limbs in his 4th. We'll have to deal with the always impossible 310. Great turnout. Great to see some of our veterans back. No adults left, right? All juniors left in the tournament. Once again, showing them how they are. At least under 21s left. Oh, man. That's a terrible break for Gavin. That was a pretty good ball. Certainly didn't expect a 4-9 on that one. Ouch. First time in title matches can be a baptism of fire. That's the case so far, right, Mr. 5-7?
Yes.
There we go. Robin's going to try and recover off the open. His opponent opens. So a much more makeable shot here with just the 2 pin. See if Gavin can give this 4-9 a run. Yeah, kind of miss it left. 118 through 8, and a big shot chance for Ilvesega here to put this match away in the 8th and 9th. Here is Oviatt working on 3 in a row. And he will work him through again. In Soviet Russia, bowling ball balks you. No.
Okay.
Pocket 7-10 for Keith there. Look out, William. Oh, he rolls it by that 2 pin. Ouch. Way down there. See that high power shot of Tucker here. He's working on off that 2-8-10. He will trail by 11 if he converts the 6-10. Change it. Just hit change score. Other side. Oviatt rolled the 2-8-10. CJ is going to get a little camera time. Hit the red key. CJ got his air time. Oh, there you go. You're good. Oh, try again. Hey, there we go. Tucker does convert to 6-10. Robbins rebounds nicely with the strike in his 5th. In the scratch division here, that's both bowlers working on 4-baggers. Oviatt has the 3-pin deficit from the count. Spray of limbs in the 5th is going to miss wide right. Leave himself a fortunate, only a 1-5. Keith's going to hook the lane at the 10-pin, and he has it. So getting 1, he leads now by 32 with only 2 frames left. Keith in fine position. But we've seen strange things. We saw Dallas give away a lead yesterday in the last frames. Here is Oviatt. Doesn't push. Big miss for us there. And a miss for Sauvé. And different kind of 7-pin that time. That was a ringing 7. That 4 just went right around the fat part of the 7 there. Bad break. Tricky little spare for us on the burnt out Tower of Pisa pattern. Tower of Pisa pattern. And he whiffs it. And that was a strike for Sauvé. And Leong has a chance to get sweet, sweet vengeance from that invitational runner-up spot. Ilvesega has his 10. Tucker's got 9. Rouse has 9. He's clean without a double with that 4-pin conversion. Dallas also in his senior season would love to add 1 more major to his impressive resume. The shot goes a long way to making it happen. Oh! He's so smooth, and he's on purpose getting that ball to float through the heads. That's just a rotten break to 5-7 from there. Makeable split for him, though. That would excite him and the crowd if he could get it. Holter's got himself a 5-pin, but Ilvesega made both those 7s, which was a big hurdle for him to get over. Gavin can now strike out for 168 from this part. It would take a disaster on Ilvesega's part for top seed Holder to win this match. Gavin took over the top seed with a big last game. Here is Dallas shooting at that 5-7. Oh. Listen, first times on the show are a totally different creature. He'll learn that. He just made his first top 5 in December for crying out loud. The media department tells me that he shot his first 300 game earlier this week as well, so he's an up-and-comer, no question about it. There'll be a lot more Gavin on our webcast. It just wasn't to be in this title match. So Keith Ilvasaker from Tucson is going to climb the ladder and become a JBT non-champ no more. He's flirted with victory before. He's made a bunch of top 5s. He won a little side event we did on a Friday night at Cactus a couple years ago, but hard to beat in this ladder. Good stuff out of him. Dallas missed the 5-7, then struck in the 9th. He's going at a 2:15 pace. Russ can still strike out for 2:31, which would make Dallas strike out. So still anybody's game in the scratch division. Tucker's still on the 7th over there. And let's get a little bonus time of Keith finishing out. What would be a 180 victory. Watch this older guy. He practices almost every day. He'll be a factor next season. You watch. So welcome to the Champions Club, Keith. A fine run of the step ladder. High fives from his buddies and a double. Look at that from the pop. That was nice. Will it be the spray of limbs? Alright, good job at the spare. Or will it be consistent Robbins, who's had a all-conference Bowler of the Year type campaign with still some points to be set out there. A huge shot for Russ in the 9th. Trails by 4. Working on that open. Boy, did he pure that. He knew it. Boy, William attacking the head pin there. Broke up something worse, but still the deadly, the dreaded, the impossible 310. That's an 8th frame strike for Tucker over there. He is still clean. No, he's not. He has the opens over there. It's Rouse that is clean without a double. Tucker is no double and 2 opens. So Rouse up by 20 something over there. And he makes the impossible 310. And a sticker. Oh! And Rouse's reaction tells a story there as he throws it great and leaves a brutal solid 9. And here is Oviatt in the 10th of the TOC. Again trailing by 4. Oh. Through the beak, the 6-pin wobbled but would not fall, and he is going to give that the Ushka look for a little while. Seems to be the trickier lane of the two. Rouse misses his 9-pin. Oh dear, he had to wait a second too while Russ contemplated that 9-pin. So you got to make that spare. Russ converts his 6, and it's important he gets a strike on the fill ball, just in case Dallas would have to get happen to get a short count on a fill ball that would matter if he doesn't strike on the first ball. Rouse now, his first open, would only lead by roughly 10 over there. Recovers nicely with a strike in the 9th. And Robbins misses after converting the 610, that head pin spare over there. He's got 157, William does, through 9, having to win by 24. So Sauvé is up by 18 when you put in the handicap, and that's a good shot on a spare. That's a great shot on a spare. Russ trying to fill 10 pins here for 211, which he does. The rather nonplussed reaction at the fill tells all you need to know about the situation he's in. So for Dallas Long to win the TOC, he has got to fill 17 pins in his 10th frame. So he gets 9 there. Hello, Derek.
Hi.
Derek participated today.
Participated. Wasn't very good.
I said it.
we made the cut at least.
Strike here wins it all for Leon. Spare 7 would be good enough as well. 5-7 on this lane the last time.
I'll say strikes.
I think he pures it. There's too much experience here. Boy, it floated the whole way. That was a little bit left.
That was for sure left.
He is able to get that ball to just skate through the heads.
That's a lot.
Listen, the resume is stacked for Dallas. 159 for Mark after he misses that spare. He's getting 23, so that's 182. So William can now take this away with a double and count in his 10th. Wow.
Double win.
Double and count to win. 24 he's got to win by 183, so 26 pins wins for William. Dallas Leong has won. Title number 17. He's pretty good. William must strike on the next 2 balls. Here's the first. Oh, man!
3 and 10.
What an outstanding shot from Robbins, and does not get rewarded for it. Mark Sauvé is going to win the handicap T of C.
So good.
That was a great shot by William. What a shame there. Right here now we got a situation too, as Chris Tucker can strike out for 206. He's working on a double. Rouse at a 196 pace on his double. That first hit was enormous. Man, what a show Tucker's put on. He just squeezes into the ladder almost by default, to be honest, at 120 down. But then has looked brilliant in the ladder. 220, 240 in the step ladder. He can't shut out Rouse. 9 spare makes Rouse go strike now spare for the tie. And he's gonna mature move from a non-champ, take a re-rack here. I think that's as much to settle himself. I think it's more to settle himself than any of the pins being off spot there. Sister Alyssa won at Suncoast earlier this year. Chris trying to do the same thing. Make your first career title or win at the non-C. It doesn't matter if you beat other non-Cs. A win is a win is a win. And there's every bit of title match pressure on him right now. 9 spare for 195, right?
For what?
9 spare for 195, which makes Rouse fill 20 to win. That's the situation. There we go. Make sure I get this right for once.
95.
That's Tucker, that's Rouse. 9 spare forces 20 pins. Got a great look on both lanes, just a matter of execution. Boy, we say that out of Keith, and handicap will say it for Chris. How does this man not have titles? He throws a tank down there. But still a very, very important fill ball here. As 9 is 205, which would make strike 9 spare a tie. Strike here, and Rouse has to double. The count is the same. Bill shot every bit as big as the first 2 that he got here. Striking out from the 8th to get to this point. Chris Tucker, 12th frame.
What?
Wow.
That doesn't really matter too much.
That certainly could matter.
The first 2 are
No. Strike 9 spare is 205. First hit and decent count wins. Brandon Rouse was making a run in the Invitational yesterday before a pocket 710 just totally derailed his day. Talked about vengeance for Dallas. Here it is, needing a strike and a good shot to win the title. Boy, extra cleaning off the hand there. Shot of his career. Whoa! Tip from the Russ Oviatt book, little buck. But from both of these guys, Tucker's re-rack and Rouse's balk there are both really, really mature moves for non-champs. If it doesn't feel right, don't throw that ball. Take your time, young man. Way left. Oh, in the Brooklyn of his career.
Go, Brandon.
That 710, he must have been having nightmares of it all overnight from the Invitational. One of the worst breaks of his career to the best break of his career on that one. Without question, he's still work to do here. 7 spare wins. Nine is good enough on this bow as well. Anything less, he'd have work to do. Wow. And sometimes it's just meant to be. Well, when Russ balked, Brandon had that 9-pin to shoot at the 8th. He had to stop, and when he reset, he missed it, and from there, everything went right.
Except when I went left.
Including that final ball, which is good enough for a bizarre yet effective 212 to 202 win. Ouch for Chris Tucker, who bowled so well on the step ladder, but everything is better right now. Big high fives from the Rouse fan club there. Welcome to the title club. Great stuff as always from TOC. We'll do it all over again. Where are we going? Let's go to Washington next week. Do it then. All right. Sounds like a plan.